All right. So today we're gonna watch Falafel or Nick 12 against Falafel. Falafel is gonna be in the blue and the enemy is gonna be in the red, of course. Looking at team matchups, it looks pretty decent. I think I don't like the news anymore, so although they got nerfed, I feel like kind of underwhelming. Also, this is a map I'm not really familiar with. I think you can build here, but I take like 30% more extra damage when they are built on a cracked surface. If I understand correctly. It might even be 50% more. So that is worth noting. So you probably want to place like castles here. You can build there, yeah, exactly. I think you take more damage. All cracked surface take a lot more damage than normal. I think like looking at just the map, it looks like it's so much closer and so much easier. Like a castle, you cannot place a castle here in the first place, I believe. And even if you can place a castle here, like it's not gonna defend anything. So for Nick here, it's gonna be pretty hard to claim the gold there. Falafel can just place like a castle here, and he has all of the gold for himself. He's like 1% protected. And then maybe Nick is gonna build one here, but then it's gonna take more damage. And it's gonna be below the hill. So it's gonna take like 1% extra damage. Not really ideal. But it is what it is. Okay, so this guy is sleeping with his scout. Nick is being more scouting, I was gonna say, before he idled as well. Looks pretty decent everywhere. Nothing to complain about. More than a little bit of idle time. Getting the boar. See if you react. No, yep. When I was gonna say when I was new, but I kind of do it now as well. I normally click right next to the boar, because there's a lot of times I forgot to actually check the villager and I end up with a dead villager. So that is a pro tip for all of you new guys.
Mary.
Oh, it's gonna whack. No. Okay, that is a little bit more inefficient. Getting the sheepas. He takes both boars at the same time. That is not good. It's gonna be too much DK. It's also very poorly placed outside. So far I like your game plan better, I believe. Like all of the food under the town center, you take in the boar at the right time and stuff like that. That is really nice. Is this even worth going for? 500 food. How much is a chicken patch? I think a chicken patch is like 600. Okay, you're not gonna long distance it though. If I were to play a map like this, I would probably have skipped these guys and just go for these guys instead. More food is a little bit farther away, but it's gonna collect faster. And then you go for like man at arms to be very aggressive. That is probably what I would have done. I also throw like 90% of my game, so didn't have the wood for the meal. Ah, okay. That is so strange that you have that problem. Maybe you're going for the middle a little bit too soon then. Because with 3 of like 2 on wood, you should get the mill down in get it down in the right time. It might be that it was a little bit too far away there. Still think it should be enough though. Yeah, we're gonna speed it up a little bit. Because we are probably not gonna see too much here, right? It's a nice settlement for our opponent. I would have placed it like 1 tile more here. Then you have the stone. This is like 1 more tile here. You're gonna have good wood patch. You're gonna have like 1 tile away stone and 1 tile away gold. Could even have skipped this camp. Just go for 1 settlement here and you're fine, basically. A little bit too much killing everything here. Yeah. Better, I guess, but not optimal either. Should probably skip these guys and just take this one first and then you take this one. Might have been a misclick, or they just do whatever they want sometimes, these villagers. So clicking up at 22 workers is very, very late. So I think we're gonna see a fast castle or something. But on a map like this, I don't agree with that tactic. I think aggression should be beneficial here. I haven't watched a TTL though, so I don't actually know if it's a common tactic. Don't go back. There we go. That is not ideal. Should probably take in this one, but it is what it is. I thought wall in the middle would be easy. I mean, probably not, right? You can do it, but you're gonna lack in the farms and then you're gonna lack in the uptiming. Like eco-wise, you're pretty much out there. I would have kept going for these guys if he doesn't. Maybe I would have taken like one loop a loop and then I would just... And this is exactly what I mean. Like your walls are not doing anything at the moment.
Salve.
Here is open, by the way. Like if I would have been you, I would just have like wall here. Like wall, like side wall here or something. Or you can just wall here and here. And then you just split the mining camp here instead. Then you're like fully walled with everything you have that is not under the town center except for these guys. And then you make like one palisade here and one palisade here. So basically you're going to be with all of these things you have here, you're going to be fully walled already. And then it cannot even pressure you. And then it's going to go with champion runners. You just go for archers or you go for a fast castle. You get out like either archers in feudal age or you get out like 2 knights and you're basically fine. And you're like 1 mile ahead. That would be my suggestion maybe. Here we are fighting downhill. We are reacting nicely though. This guy needs to go back or are you gonna be picked off? Not even upgraded. I would send these guys back. It's too risky. I do like palisade or just take them back now. Like they're downhill and everything. Yeah, you're probably gonna lose some of these guys. Still trying to take the deer here is so ballsy. You can see how everything went a little bit downhill for you now. Because you wasted like too much wood on this one and you cannot get this one because it's a part of the wall at the moment. It's nice though. A couple of free hits. I think the problem here is that he's just gonna keep making... Yeah, he's gonna keep making champions and you're just gonna die to it. If you're losing, of course. That is not super good. Yeah, you kind of need to send these guys out. Like, if you would have just walled here instead, you would have like 3 or 4 archers now. He cannot press you anymore. He's gonna be having like 2 barracks, no archer range, and he cannot do anything. Like, he cannot pressure you. And you have like far better economy here. And then he's gonna skyrocket and then you're gonna like just win the game. So that is like, because even if you are full walled at the front here, you still like... I mean, it needs to get chopped down though, but... I'm not sure. Don't think it's worth it for him, but maybe he could have just done like 3 villagers and get 1 tree here and just run in otherwise. Why are we making it stable now? That doesn't make any sense though. At least not in my head. Like exactly like you're doing now. Would have been so perfect. Like 10 palisades and like 2 houses. You're thinking knights? You're not even up to castle age yet, my friend. You're 1 step ahead of yourself here. Also you're making skirms, which is really bad because they're not gonna deal damage to these guys. Like, I think you're kind of forced to go for like archers here. At least initially. Like 2 archers and then you can probably go for something else. It would make sense if you added like this one on your way up. If you're gonna go knights, which I don't agree with in general, because you are you're Bisatani, so you're lacking bloodlines. Scare was my plan before the game started. When I decided on Bisatanis, didn't expect champions. What? You didn't expect champions on a civ like this? It's like the only thing they can do. What were you expecting from your opponent here? I didn't expect... okay. But can't you see the civ before you pick? Ah, okay. Never mind. You can pick more than one civ, yeah. That is right. And it's hidden for you. Still a hole here though, so that's kind of... yuck. I mean, Red is doing the opposite here. It's doing like bad walls, but like for a completely different reason. Like he could just wall here, and just wall here, and it's fully walled. And instead it's like side walling everything. And then it's gonna be open here, so he's gonna have to side wall this one as well. It makes me wonder if anybody even watched the map before you started playing the game here. We're doing kind of nice clearing here though, so that is probably worth it. Not hard to tell, to be honest. Getting these guys, that is nice. Here you can just... perfect. Now you just attack this guy. No, okay. I mean, somehow the game should have been over now, but you're kind of ahead here for some reason. You have more villagers, you have your eco upgrades, you even have horse skull, which is nice because most people tend to forget that one. This is not super ideal. Oh, you should always, when they do it like that, don't send it back to the wood. You have them like here. Instead of sending it away so you can just chase you down, you take it and you run around your own villagers. I hope you understand what I mean there. Like you're sending these guys to attack this guy here, then you take the villager that is running away and just take him around the villagers. That forces that, like if they're a ball here, if you run around, they're all gonna be able to attack him. Yeah, they get all the hits. Otherwise, they're just gonna chase them behind, and they maybe one gets a hit. But there you would easily have saved the villager if you microed it correctly there. It's not something you should know, but it's a little bit tip there. I throw my card in there. I mean, this guy is... he don't wanna end this game. He wanna end this one in fuel. I mean, if you had archers here, I don't know why you're not going archers here. Like, your eco... like, first of all, you can click up here, but like, if you went archers, you would have saved more food and you can have clicked up like 1 minute earlier. You can basically be almost to Castle Age now. Like, your units are dealing 1 damage to these guys. Yeah, I can see how this is gonna end. We're going up to Castle Age, or we're losing like every villa on our way up there. This is nice though. Kind of need to wall these guys. Like the only thing you need here is like archers initially, and then you go for like knights and you have already won the game. Why are we not walling the hole instead of like going for a double layer here? This is so strange to watch, to be honest. Yeah, but why are you not walling like this guy? Why are you not walling the hole? Like, why are we going for a double layer behind this wall? Like always in a place like this, if you just wall the hole instead of walling this one, even if you just built one palisade, it's still gonna be walled. Like this doesn't make any sense. It's gonna take longer to wall. It's gonna be easier to break into because it's gonna be like a couple of palisades. You can have like 3-4 units attacking it. It's like, and it's gonna like cost more resources. There's like, doesn't make any sense. Please don't tell me to break in here. Okay, never mind. Like all of this idle time because you didn't correctly place it here. I do understand about that one though. Also here, like you're taking some really, like why do you send like 2 scouts against 4 champions all the time? It's not the first time. I think you took like 1 fight here as well. There's a lot of times you like sending out like units that should just toss them at them. You know that they're gonna die. They're never gonna win the fight and don't trade efficiently, but you still like take the poor fight. Same here, right? Why on earth would you even do this? You can like make maybe 1 attack to see if he's reacting or not, but like then you just need to get back. Oh my god. This is so strange. And then we have a brave villager going out and walling this one. I don't understand. I can understand that everything is happening at the same time here, but I think you are a little bit your own opponent here at the moment. I think my town center was set to... I think my town center... Oh, okay. I have no idea what's happening right now. It might be because this guy is going out the side. Here we need to focus the pike. You're doing that one, so that is good. I think we need like a couple of more of these guys though. Like you were so far ahead. Like 500 res ahead. Like now you're like 1k behind here. You're gonna lose this one, so you cannot make more knights now. So you need to rebuild this one and this one. Like everything here is just a chain reaction from you not going archers and from not going for like safe walls here. The entire game here is just a chain reaction of you doing like a bad decision in the early game. Which is understandable because you're at 1200, but it's not that the opponent is playing good, it's just that you made like 1 bad decision and now like you lose an entire game of it. What is scout all over there? It's a little bit sad though, because I thought he was so far ahead here, but like, I don't know. Bought stone. Why are we buying stone? Why are you adding another town center here? Okay. Didn't you say I was greedy when I went for like 3 town centers? You're going for 4 town centers. You have like enemies in your base as well here. Like instead of going for these guys. Yeah, but you need to deal with the pressure anyways. Like you have 20 farms. 20 farms, 2 stables, not producing because you don't have food or gold. Like instead take these villagers and send them to gold. Skip this one. Like you bought stone or gold, which you needed to make knights, to buy a town center that you cannot produce from because you don't have enough food. Because you have too little farms to keep up. Like these 6 farms for each town center is a golden rule. So like... And you need to make knights. So here you basically... You probably need like 30 villagers before you even start thinking about the 3rd town center here. So yeah, that is kind of weird. I figured it out. This was all a play, all 3 that I lost 1-2. But I thought this game was so winnable. It was winnable. You basically won the game in feudal age. But like he's pressuring you, and like you cannot make villagers or anything. You're gonna see your your idle time is gonna skyrocket, and you're not making units. That is like the worst part. Like if you just make like 5 knights, you kill all of these guys, then you can go forward and see what he's doing and probably win back the game. mean, I understand that you want to make more villagers because you probably lost some, right? But you're in Castle Age and you're free town center. You are gonna outproduce him the longer he stays in feudal age. Like, look at this rest here, man. He's doing such a bad job with like the balance of the resource here. He could easily go for like, I don't know, fucking Imperial Age or something, but easy like 2 more town centers and then keep up this pressure. And even take some more to the gold here. He had a couple of pikes behind this one and you're gonna have a lot harder to deal with, I believe. We got a couple of monks, like champions and monks here would be nice. I mean, here you can probably take this fight. Yeah, I mean, they're not even upgraded. They're like flies. Here we need to get out. Need to get out. Good job. And this is like... If you would have killed these like 10 with earlier knights, and you can have just reroll the spine, and then you can like boom or do whatever you want to do. But like, since you never can reroll this one, it's just gonna flood you with these guys. And since you have so bad economy, like you cannot even make more knights, he's just gonna get the armor and then he's gonna sit on the town center and you're gonna be dead. And meanwhile, we're idling our town center that we made. Let me rephrase that one. We're idling all of our town centers that we made. He's like, okay, I'm gonna climb the gold in the middle then. Yeah, I mean, this is gonna be 100% over. It's so sad though, because it was so, as you said, it was so winnable. But like, you basically had the game in feudal age. Now we're sitting in our town center with at least 20% of our economy. Oh my god. I don't want to sound rude, but it always, when you're doing like a review of another person that does obvious mistakes, it always sounds like you're so rude. But it kind of, everything that I said was gonna happen in this game actually happened. So I'm a little bit, don't tell me. This is just rubbing it in your face, right? I'm gonna save on the walking time of my champions just sending out. Yeah, I mean, just like 5 more nights and you had this game. The entire game here is just like 5 nights away. Now you're kind of idling everything here. Okay, he just bought a castle for his entire eco. And it's probably not what I would have advised here. We don't want to hear your opinion anyway, so like... So it's fine. Keep eating. Keep eating. Actually, kind of I wanna hear your opinion as well here. Am I doing the right calls? I think Nick here might be my my brother-in-law or something, step-brother or something, because he's like taking a free win, not a free win, but like a clear win from his side. He just tossed it out the window, so it feels like this guy might be my twin or something. Because that is like what I'm best at. I'm a fucking professional taking good games that I should be winning, and then I just toss them out the window instead. The thing is that, like, look at the idle time here. That is crazy. The thing I don't... Oh, it's only on 1,000. It's on 2 now, but I guess no idle time. We're somehow ahead the villagers here, but we're lacking like everything else. Yeah, I think this money is pretty much dead. Pretty much dead. It's so sad though. It's so sad. This should have been a win. Should have been a win. We're doing one last attempt here to raid this economy. On the whole, mission accomplished. Now we just need to kill 40 villagers. Ah, we got 2. Maybe even 3. So that is cool. Even killing the farms here. Just doing the stack patrol. Yeah, the idle time here is massive. It is massive. I wonder what this do. Okay, we're in these guys. That is nice. Also here, when you're getting raided like this, you could probably get fletching. And it's early, right? So, because he has been diving your town centers the entire game, but you're not really doing any damage because you don't have any upgrades. I don't think now it's gonna matter, but in Feudal Age it could have mattered. I don't think it's worth it though. Maybe that might be a wrong call by my side. I mean, how are we not dead yet? It's such a strange game, to be honest. Now we're finally getting like a couple of nights out at least. Just when everything seems like it's gonna get better, it gets worse. Because now we have another cause in our face. These guys are still idling against nothing. This is also like a very bad fight. I should never ever in my entire life have taken. This is kind of what I pointed out earlier. Like, you're taking very weird fights. And now you cannot defend the mangonel because he has tossed away like 8 knights for nothing there. Or defend this guy. We are getting university though, so might see ballistics incoming here. I wonder if this is like, this must have been like after the patch, right? Must be a pretty fresh game. Like this, the champions here should just die to like everything you can make early. I suppose the champion nerf. So basically you just went for like 3 scouts and you kind of killed your opponent early game. Because you need like something, you can go for like 3 champion runners, but then you kind of need to follow it up with something. Like archers or scouts. Archers and skirms, I mean. Because they are like, they are getting outperformed by the scouts. Even a bad scout save like Bisatanis could easily just go for those. Yeah, I think Cat that is a good choice actually. But I think the game is all. The thing here is that the game is already over. That is like the sad part about it. Like you're gonna run out of gold, and then you cannot make any katas anymore. He's just pushing like castles everywhere. Actually a pretty good idea. This is actually a really good idea. If the game was not completely over and you... let's say you were like 130 villagers here and you had better eco. You could have overshopped here and just take this gold and this stone. Maybe go for a castle right here or something, or like try to re-pressure him or something. Yeah, I mean these guys melt units. Infantry, I mean. Yep, Cataphrax here is a really good choice, actually. The question is, can we deny this one? We probably can, right? There's only one left. I'm not sure why we're sitting in these towns under an Warren Island in this dice, though. We need to get to the gold. Finally. Here you probably just need to defend when they're coming forward like this. More villas in, like even at town center. This game is so strange. Here it's get cold. That's quick wall here on his side. Yeah, I mean you had better. Your Dorkish is really good for a 1200. Like not a lot of wild time. I'm not sure if you practiced it map before, but like the walls here, in my opinion, didn't make any sense. Not when you're against somebody that's gonna go for like an infantry rush. I would much rather see you waste the same amount of resources here. Maybe if you make a case that you make it a little bit earlier, you could have made it in time. But like when you were getting inside, when he got inside, you had like 50% was built. So like it's gonna be like at least 1 or 2 more minutes before you're gonna be fully walled there. I believe once and tried doing small walls, but enemy scouts kept being annoying. Yeah, I mean they're annoying, but if they cannot make any value, then it should be fine anyways. But yeah, they can be pretty annoying. Not gonna argue with that one. Yeah, I think you're playing good. Like I just think that your decision is the worst. Your worst enemy here. Just gonna let my cat in. I'm gonna be right back. Like more farms. Kept the villagers on the gold. You're gonna get knights out, right? Even though you fucked up a little bit in the early game there as well. With letting you in and everything. Not going for archers, big mistake in my opinion. It's gonna delay your uptime to castle age, and it's also gonna work better to go archers for against the champions, right? You didn't even go for fletching to a skirm, so that is also a little bit of a mistake. If you want to go for skirms, this was the mistake. You should have taken like the 7 villagers that you bought gold for. Just keep them on gold, get out like 2-3 more knights, kill these units, and then go forward. Then you're gonna be on 3 town centers. You're gonna have a better army, and you just killed his army, so he has no army left. You're gonna have more villagers. You have better recap upgrades. Like you basically won the game there. So yeah. So if this is going up to YouTube, don't follow. I was gonna say follow me or subscribe or whatever you call it. And yeah, have a nice day.